Okay, so everything you're watching right now, this whole animated story, the characters that actually stay the same the whole way through, the camera moving, the scenes flowing into each other. I made all of this myself. No studio, no team. I'm not an animator. I didn't go to school for this. I just used a handful of simple tools, most of them free, and a process that finally clicked after a lot of trial and error. And that's the thing nobody tells you. Making one cool AI clip is easy. Anybody can do that. Making a whole story where it all holds together, that's the part everyone gets stuck on. So that's what I'm going to show you today. The full thing, start to finish, exactly how I do it, nothing skipped. And there's one part in here that genuinely surprised me, a free tool you already use all the time that can do something most people have no idea about. I'll show you when we get to it. So let's start at the beginning, with the plan. Every good animation starts with a script, and that's where Claude comes in. Open Claude, paste in your master prompt, and hit enter. This one prompt does the heavy lifting for you. It writes out your locked character descriptions, a text-to-image prompt for every scene, and an image-to-video prompt for every scene with the camera moves already built in. A few seconds later, your whole animation is planned out on the page. Now, the images. For this, I'm using Gemini, the one people call Nano Banana, and it's honestly fantastic at this. First thing we do is build our characters, because locking them in is the most important step in the entire process. Get this right and everything after it just works. Go to Claude, grab both of your character prompts, the full detailed ones, and drop them into Gemini. Generate. And look at that, both characters, exactly as described. Clean and detailed. This is your reference. This is what keeps everyone looking the same from here on out. All right, now it's time to generate your scene images, and we'll go one at a time so you can see exactly how it works. Copy your scene 1 image prompt from Claude, paste it into Gemini, and hit enter. Scene 1 is your opening, so this is usually a wide shot that sets the whole world up, and there it is. Your characters dropped right into the story. This one's your foundation, so take a second with it, and if it's not quite right, just run it again. Now scene 2, copy the scene 2 prompt from Claude, paste it into Gemini, hit enter, and here's the moment to pay attention. Look at that, the characters are identical to scene 1. Same faces, same colors, every detail holding. That's exactly what we want, and it's happening because we locked those characters in at the start. Scene 3, copy the prompt, paste it into Gemini, generate. This is usually where the story shifts a little, some emotion, a discovery, and you can see the lighting and the framing move to match it, but your characters don't budge. Same as scene 1, same as scene 2, rock solid. And that's the whole rhythm. Copy the prompt, paste into Gemini, generate. So now just do this for every scene image you've got left, one after another, all the way through. Once they're all done, lay them out side by side and really look them over. Anything that feels off, fix it now, because trust me, it's way easier to catch it here than after you've animated everything. All right, now the part I promised you, the part that genuinely surprised me. To bring these images to life, we're using Canva. Yeah, Canva, the same app you make your thumbnails and posters in. Most people have no idea it can do this, but it can take a still image and turn it into a smooth, cinematic, moving clip. I did not see that coming. So here's how. Open Canva, and you'll see the new Canva AI feature. Click it. A fresh, clean interface pops up, and right below the box, you'll see your options, image and video clip. We want movement, so select video clip. Set your aspect ratio first, 16:9 for YouTube. Now upload your first scene image. Go grab the scene 1 image to video prompt from Claude, the one with the camera movement written in, paste it in, and hit enter. Give it a moment. And watch this. Your still image just comes alive. The camera drifts, the grass sways, the clouds move, the whole scene starts to breathe. From 1 image and 1 prompt. Now scene 2, same steps every time. Upload your scene 2 image, copy the scene 2 video prompt from Claude, paste it, hit enter, and look, smooth cinematic motion again, the same characters from scene 1, now actually moving through the world. It's starting to feel like a real film already. Scene 3, your emotional beat. Upload the image, grab the video prompt, paste, hit enter. And that slow push-in, that's what makes the moment land. You can actually feel it now. This is usually where your audience starts to really connect with your characters. And that's the loop. Upload the image, paste the prompt, hit enter. So now just do this for every scene you've got left, one by one, until your whole story is up and moving. Before long, every clip is animated, every character's consistent, and your entire animation is sitting right there, ready to come together. Now your story needs a voice. So head back to Claude and ask it for a short narration of your whole story, a warm, simple voiceover that walks through it from beginning to end. And here's what's nice. It groups the narration by scenes. So one line might cover scene 1 and 2. The next covers a few more, which actually makes lining everything up later really easy. Copy that narration, and quick heads up, if it's got little scene labels in it, just leave those out when you paste. You only want the spoken part. and pick your voice. Take a second here. Listen to a few. Find one that fits the feeling of your story. When it sounds right, generate it. Give it a quick preview and download it. That's your narrator locked in. Last step, we bring it all together in CapCut. Start a new project, and here's a little pro move. Bring in your voiceover first, before anything else. The narration is the backbone. Everything else hangs off it. So drop that on the timeline, then bring in all your animated clips and line them up to match the voice. Narrator talks about the opening scene plays. Story moves forward, your clips move with it. You're matching the picture to the voice, the thing that makes it feel like a real animation instead of a slideshow. Grab some free music from the YouTube audio library, something that fits the mood, and tuck the volume down under the narration. Once it's lined up, add some quick transitions between scenes. Keep them short, around half a second, so it stays snappy. Throw a couple of soft whoosh sounds on your cuts to clean them up. Then hit captions. In CapCut, just go to text, auto captions, and let it transcribe your narration, because captions genuinely keep people watching. Do one last pass, trim the dead air, tighten it up, make sure the voice, the clips, and the music all sit right together. Then export. And that's the whole thing. A complete animated story, consistent characters, real motion, narration, music, the works, made with a few simple tools and a process you can run again and again for any story you can dream up. That's the gap between people who post random AI clips and people who actually make animation. And you just crossed it. If this helped you out, do me a favor, subscribe. I drop new AI animation tutorials every week.